Welcome guys, welcome everybody. Good morning from wherever you are across different countries. So today we are beginning our sessions, and I would like to call upon everyone to be attentive during our sessions. We are going to try to move a little bit faster so that we can complete our syllabus. Okay, so I would like everyone to pay close attention to details, and I believe everyone here has already activated his or her RoyalQ robot. So I want to go deep into how to register the RoyalQ robot. Just in case you haven't registered your RoyalQ robot, kindly come to my WhatsApp. The number is +256 763 3167. Come to my WhatsApp and tell me that you want to register so that I can help you out to register. All I want is you to move on the same pace with us, okay? So that well said and done, guys, allow me move straight to the point. You know, I'm not that kind of person that want to use long sessions during teaching, okay? I don't take long while teaching. That's why I want all of you to pay close attention and to be attentive. And remember that practice makes perfect. Whatever you learn, try to put it into practice. No matter what trading capital you have, even if you don't have capital yet, you can still do the practice, okay? So guys, today we are going to be looking at how to add coins on RoyalQ, how to set strategies of different capital, because I know people here have different capital. So we are going to be diving into that, the calculations and how to apply them in your robot. All you need to know that we have different strategies according to our capital and according to the market conditions. Remember, different market conditions, different strategies. So we are going to be looking at 2 or 3 different strategies if time allows, okay? So one will be the start small, and that will be used with people of less than $100. So those people with $100 and above, there are 2 strategies you can use depending on your risk appetite. One, it will be the 20% 80, which is the start small win big, and I'm pretty sure majority of traders use this strategy and they are able to profit a lot. And another will be for those risky takers. It's highly risky, but it's highly profitable. It will be the 50% 50. You'll be knowing it in a few times or in a few minutes from now. So guys, allow me to start by showing you how to add coins to your RoyalQ, just in case you are new, okay? So you open your RoyalQ, and this is the home page for RoyalQ, okay? So if you want to add the coins, you'll come here on that plus sign showing management, okay? You tap there once, then come here and select spot. After selecting spot, come here and tick this box which shows all. So it will show you that it has marked all the coins you don't have. So after there, you will come and click on add. Okay, come and click on add. That's simple. All our coins have been added on our RoyalQ and they are ready to be traded. So we are moving to setting the strategy. Remember, you have to set a strategy just in case you get a signal. You just come and apply the strategy which you already saved so that you can save time. Remember, our signals come with time limits. So in order for you to catch up, you need to have your strategies saved. You can have as many strategies as you can, depending. Okay, so you tap here on mine. You tap on mine and come here to my strategy setting. Now, if you are new and you don't have any saved strategies, because for me I already have these saved strategies. If you don't have any saved strategies, you'll find a word called add it here or add it now. Okay, so you click on add it now and you begin. So for me, since I already have my strategies saved, I'm going to just come here and tap on this plus sign so that I can add another strategy, and it applies to all of you that have any strategies saved. You just come and tap on this plus sign so that you can add another strategy. So you tap on it once. Okay, so this is how things are done. This is how things are done. We are beginning with a strategy called the Super Start Small Win Big, or the 20% 80. Why am I calling it the 20% 80? The reason is simple. Because we are going to take an example of a person trading with $200. Okay, you are going to use 20% of your $200 as your first buying amount. Okay, 20% of the 200 as your first buying amount. I hope I'm communicating. So let's go into the calculations before tapping any of these. Let's first go into the calculations and we see how you can add and how you can calculate. Remember, we are dealing with capital management, right? Capital management, of course, some mathematics have to come in. So you open your calculator and we say that we are giving an example of a person trading with $200 and they are going to use 20% of their capital as the first buying amount, or as the first buying amount. We are going to be using two first buying amounts, as I'm going to be showing you in a few minutes from now. So you come on calculator and calculate that 20% of your 200, which will be $40. Okay, remember, you are trading with $200. This means 200 minus 40. You will get 160 as your balance. Okay, 160 as your balance. So this is how you are going to do it. Okay, this is how you are going to do it. Since you have 200 as your trading capital, you are going to subtract 40. This 40 will be your first buying amount. Oh, the money with which you are instructing your robot to go within the market at the first time. Remember, this is a business like any other. Simply let me try to explain what trading is. Trading is simple. Trading is buying low and selling high. That is trading. So, any business, provided you are trading, of course, you are pretty sure that once you enter into the market, two things can happen. You enter the market at this price. You expect either the price to go up for you to sell, or the price to go down and you keep buying more. Okay, so we are not forgetting the rule. Because this is also a business. Once we enter the market, we expect the prices to follow either the uptrend or the downtrend. Now, all you have to do is to provide instructions to your robot, and these instructions depend into two. One, what will your robot do? What will your robot do when the prices go high? Or what will your robot do when the prices go down? As simple as that. This is a martingale robot, meaning it can handle multiple mathematical settings at once, in your presence or in your absence. This is a robot, okay? It's a robot. You don't need to worry. Like some of you now are beginning to asking, how will it do it? How will it do it? You just have to provide the settings and go do your other works. The robot will simply follow your instructions depending on the market conditions or where the market is going. So, why are we not putting all our 200? Remember, we are having 200 as our trading capital. The question is, why are we not putting all our 200 in the market at once? It's true, you can put your 200 at once in the market. No one will blame you, and of course your robot will obey you, and it will put all your 200 in the market. But the reason as to why we don't advise you to put all your 200 in the market at first, because this is how the market behaves. It can go up, it can go down. Now let's take an example. We are two traders, trader A and trader B. We all have 200 as our capital. 200 as our capital. And we go to the market to buy, let me use maize, okay? We go to the market to buy maize. And we find that a kilo of maize costs, let's say $20 a kilo. Okay, $20 a kilo. So trader A buys maize worth of $200 at the price of 20 per kilo. Okay, all trader A has to do is now to wait for the market to rise in order to sell to make some profits. Now trader B, having known that the market can change at any time and the prices may fall, he first puts into the market only $100, let's say $100. And when the market drops, when the kilo of maize is buying, let's say, remember at first it was buying on $20. Now it comes and it buys on $10. Again he puts in some $50. Okay, again the price drops, let's say at $8 a kilo. He puts in $25. Okay, again the price drops to $5 a kilo. Then he puts in the last 25. Okay, so 25 plus 25, that is 50, plus 50, it's 100, and this 100 he put in first, totaling the 200, which was his capital. Now when the prices rise, of course you know prices don't just rise as from 0, or as we have seen from 5 up to $25. No, of course it will be rising slowly by slowly, and you'll find that it will rise from $5 to around 7. Okay, around 7. This trader will come and sell what he bought at $5. He can sell at $7, but this one cannot. He's only waiting for the price to be at $25 a kilo. Okay, so trader B sells. Again the price rises to, let's say, $9. He can sell what he bought at $8. This one is not selling, remember. Again the market rises to $11. He can still sell what he bought at $10 and make some profit. Now when the market reaches $25, this is when trader A will have an opportunity to sell to make some profits, and of course also trader B will sell. But remember, trader B made profits here, again here, again here, plus here. Now a question comes, between the two traders, which one benefits the most? Of course it's trader B. That's why we don't advise you to put all your money at once in the market, because prices can go down, and it's normal. So we shall use the 20% at first, and we distribute our remaining capital into what we call the margin calls. And what are the margin calls? Simply, if I can explain the margin calls, it's the number of time your robot will buy when the prices go down. Okay, the number of times that your robot will buy when prices go down. So, how do you find the margin calls? And how can you distribute your remaining capital into those margin calls? Our robot can handle 999 margin calls. 999 margin calls. Okay, it's not that as a must you have to use all of them. No, it will depend on your capital and in your settings. We are going to be diving into the settings in a few minutes from now. So by now, let's first calculate how we are going to distribute our remaining 160 into our margin calls. Okay, one can say that 160 divided by 5, or one can say 160 divided by 10, which means that in every margin call, when the price falls, your robot will be putting in $5. Or when the market falls, your robot will be putting in $10. It depends on your risk appetite, okay? And of course, it depends on your capital. But it depends more on your risk appetite because we don't know your goal. That's number one. And number two, of course, risk takers are money makers. You can risk to put more in the market, and one can say, for me, I fear risk, I will be putting in little, okay? So, this is not a financial advice, just for informational purposes. We come here to teach, we are not giving financial advice. We are just providing relevant informations. The choice always remains yours, okay? And let me say this out. I don't want people to cram, okay? I don't want people to cram. All I want is you people to understand what to do. I don't want you to just cram. I want you to understand what to do. So these calculations, I'm only going to be giving a few examples. So don't worry if I don't mention your capital, if I don't give example of your capital. It's the same calculations. Just understand how things are done, how things are calculated, and you'll be good to go. I don't want people to cram. We are providing information for you to understand. Okay? So, we are going to move with this one. Okay? The one who decided to put in $5 in every margin call. Okay? Meaning that 160 divided by 5, giving us 160 divided by 5, giving us 32. So 32 becomes our number of margin calls, or the number of times our robot will buy when the prices go down. Okay? So how do you put this into your robot? That's step number 2. How do you put these calculations in your robot? So let's go back to our RoyalQ. Remember, we have got 32 as our number of margin calls. Okay, come here, tap my strategy setting, add. So here we are. Remember, we had 200 as our capital, and we say that 20% of this, it is 40. Okay, $40, and the 40 becomes our first buy-in amount. Okay, 40 becomes our first buy-in amount. So you come here and put 40. Okay, and the margin call limit, this one here, the margin call limit, we remained with 160, and we decided to divide by 5, meaning in every margin call we are going to be putting in $5, and we got 32 as the answer. Now 32 becomes our number of margin calls or margin call limit. Okay, so you tap on margin call limit space, okay, here, and you put 32. Now we come here, wall position take profit, wall position take profit. What does it mean? When you enter the market at this price, okay, let's assume the market has just gone up. Of what percentage do you want your robot to sell? It's what we call the wall position take profit ratio. One can decide to take profit at 1%. Another one can decide to take profit at 2%. Another one can decide to take profit at 3%. Okay, or above, depending on your risk appetite. Okay, depending on your risk appetite. Our robot can only accept up to 30%, meaning you'll be getting 30% of the money invested in that coin. Let me come again. 30% of money invested in the coin, not 30% of your capital. I hope you're understanding. Because you entered the market with $40. Let's say the market dropped like 2%, and your robot has bought, let's say, 4 margin calls. Okay, 4 margin calls of 5, giving us 20. Meaning the 20 plus this 40, the robot has invested in $60. So this percentage here will be of this 60, not your capital of the 200. No, it will be the percent of this money invested in the coin. I hope you're understanding, guys. Okay, so we shall use 3% or 3.1. I'm going to be explaining why we put 3.1. Okay, remember, our strategy to help you maximize your profits, it is the 3% 300x. That's why we are going to be using this take profit. Okay, so we move on to this part, the whole position take profit callback. What does it mean? You know, this is how the market behaves. Even if it is on an upward trend, it doesn't move like this. No, it moves, makes a little bit of retracement, moves again makes some bit of retracement, like that. That's how the market moves. So this point here, okay, let me change the color. From this point here up to here, it is what we call the take profit callback. Okay, remember, our robot can give you much more than you have asked. Like, you can set your 3% and the market rises up to 5%. Of course, the robot will be giving you your 5% instead of the 3% you set. So what is the take profit callback? Or what is the callback? The callback is this percentage here when the market tries to make a retracement. Remember, the robot doesn't want you to make a loss. And every time, at any time, markets can change from an upward trend to a downward trend like this. Okay? From this trend to this one. Remember, even our robot doesn't control the market. Even the robot doesn't control the market. All it has to do is to see, is the market trying to go on a downward trend? So if it was moving like this and try to make a retracement, this one here, the robot will say, you know what? Oh, it will depend on you. You will say that, robot, if the market tries to retrace with 0.1%, I think the market is trying to go on a downward trend. So please sell. Okay? When the market tries to drop 0.1% after reaching my take profit, which is 3.1%, robot, sell. I don't want to lose my profits. Okay? So this is the take profit callback here. We are going to use 0.1. Okay? It will be giving us our 3%, the one we are focusing at. Okay? The market will rise 3.1%, and when it retraces 0.1%, the robot will sell, giving us our 3%. Okay? So that is the whole position take profit callback. Moving on to the buying callback. I know now you know what callback is. Okay? Even if the market is on a downward trend, it makes that kind of thing the callback. Okay? So when it drops and try to rises, this is the buying callback. Remember, our goal is to buy low and sell high. To buy low and sell high. So when the market drops, it's a chance for us to buy more at a cheaper price. Okay? It's a chance for us to buy more at a discount. So, how do you want your robot to buy? It is a question. Do you want the robot to buy faster, or do you want it to delay to buy? If you want your robot to buy fast, then we are going to be using 0.01, so that our robot buys faster in case the market drops. Okay, so there are several other things here, as you see. The sub-position take profit callback. What is the sub-position take profit callback? Remember, I told you that our robot can buy as many margin calls as 999 margin calls. But from margin call 1 to margin call 4, these 4 margin calls will be sold at once on this take profit ratio, the one you set. Now, from margin call number 5 up to 999 margin call, these calls here are independent and they are sold independently. Do you remember our example? Our trader B who bought at several prices? Okay, let's say margin call number 5, it was the chance for trader B to buy at $8. Okay, margin call number 6 or margin call number 7, it was a chance for trader B to buy at $5. Margin call number 9 or any margin call, it was a chance for trader B to buy at $3. Now, when the market rises to $4, he can sell what he bought on margin call number 9 or what he bought at $3. And again, when the market rises, he can sell what he bought at $5. Before selling what he bought here, okay, before selling what he bought at $20. I hope I'm communicating, and I'm pretty sure I'm moving with a class that understands. Okay, I told you to pay closer attention. Remember every example I use, not to cram it, but to get some information. Okay, I hope I'm clear. So that is the sub-position take profit callback. How do you want your robot to sell these sub-sales? Okay, we shall say that robot, please sell our sub-sales faster, and we shall use 0.01 so that our robot sells faster our sub-sales. Okay, so we move on to the strategy period. We are going to be talking about this in our lessons to come. What is the cycle mode and what is the one shot? But as of now, just come and tap on cycle so that you make it one shot. Okay, so that you make it one shot. So we come on the margin configuration. This is where I want you to put your focus on, because you are providing your settings to the robot, how your robot will behave when the prices go high or when the prices go down. It's just a mathematical play, mathematical kind of game, okay? How do you want your robot to perform? So you come on here. Remember, I told you that margin call number 1, margin call number 2, margin call number 3, and margin call number 4. These 4 margin calls are sold at once. And since these margin calls are sold at once, we want to make sure that our robot buys them faster. Okay? We want to make sure that our robot buys these 4 margin calls faster. So we are going to be setting them like this. Okay? When the market drops by 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and that's 0.5, or it's 0.4. And when you add this 0.1 plus 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, it will give us 1%. Okay, meaning that when the market drops by 1%, our robot will have bought our 4 margin calls, which it will sell on our take profit ratio. Okay, so how do you set these remaining margin calls? This is where the game begins, or this is where the business is. Remember, it's a business, and every one of us has got his or her principles. How do you want to behave in the market? Depending on your risk appetite, how do you want to put in your money? Remember, we are looking at the capital management. How do you want to manage your capital? Yeah. Do you want your robot to be putting in your money at a higher rate? Okay. Do you want it to happen? So, for the first, we are going to use this kind of settings. Margin call number 5, it will be a 0.5. Margin call number 6, it will be a 1%. Margin call number 7, it will be a 1.5%. Sorry, let's use 1%, 1%. Okay, so you set 1% up to the 30-second. Remember, our margin call limit is 32. So you put 1, 1, okay. I hope guys you are following. I don't want cram work. That's why we shall be providing more settings depending, okay, depending on the market conditions and depending on our risk appetite, and also depending on how we have learned. So with this done, this is to make sure that you stay safe in the market. Margin calls give you safety in the market. What do I mean? That even if the market drops by 30%, you'll be still buying and selling. You'll be still earning profits even when the markets are down. Now, I know you're asking, where is the 30% coming from? Remember, we have 32 margin calls. Okay, so 32 minus these 4. 32 minus 4, it gives us 28. Okay, gives us 28 plus these 4 margin calls that consumed a 1%, meaning that even if the market drops by 29%, you'll be still able to make some profits. Remember, we are in a time where markets don't fall much. Okay, we are in a situation where markets don't fall much up to this level. But even if the worst come to worst, you'll still be able to profit. So we move on to the multiple buying ratio, this side here. Okay, how do you set it, and what is the multiple buying ratio? What does it mean? These are the number of times, as you see here, the robot will buy with your first buying amount. Okay, that is the number of time your robot will be buying when the market drops. So with the start, we are going to be buying one time. Okay, one time, up to the 30 second. Okay, like that. Meaning that when the price drops by 0.1%, our robot will be putting in the $5. Remember, we say that our robot should buy with $5 on each margin call. So it puts in $5. So 32 times 5, it will give you 160 plus the 40 which you instructed your robot to go with in the market at first, giving you 200, which will be your capital. So we are under capital management. You see how you've managed to manage your capital well. Okay, in the coming days we shall be bringing in more settings depending on the market situation and depending on the risk appetite, and of course different capital, different strategies. So for a person using $200, these settings are not bad. Why? Because even if your robot buys only 4 margin calls, these first margin calls, remember we said that our robot should buy faster because they are sold at once, meaning 5 times 4, which is 20, plus the 40, the one we instructed our robot to go with in the market at first, it will be giving us 60. Okay, it will be giving us 60, which is not bad. 3% of 60, it's not bad. Trading is not like betting, that winning a jackpot. No, Our goal is to win trades. With that little profits made, all you have to do is to compound it so that we can reach our goal, the 3% 300x, with your goal reached. So after there, come here, click on sure. Okay, so you come here on remark and you edit. How do you want to call this strategy? So you call it the start small, win big. Or you can call it the 20% 80 of $200. Okay, so you come here on AI margin call. AI margin call should be off. Okay, AI margin call should be off. So after that, come here, click save, and guess what? Our strategy is already saved and it is here. Okay, it is there. So how do you apply this strategy? It's a question I know many of you are asking. But of now, I told you we are going to use two examples. That was example number 1 with people trading with $200 and above. So briefly, let's go to the calculations of people using $100 and below. $100 and below. Okay, come open our calculator. $100 and below. For you, yours is simple. Yours is simple because you are going to have only one first buy-in amount, meaning you will not change anything immediately after your robot buys. You are going to come, put $100 divide by 5, giving you 20. Why 5? $100 divided by 5. This 5 is the amount of money your robot will be putting in the margin calls. And of course, it will be your first buy-in amount. So, how do you get the number of margin calls? For you, who is using $100 and below? Okay. 100 minus 5. The 5 you are instructing your robot to go with in the market, and you will remain with $95. So 95 divided by 5, it will give you $19. 19 margin calls. So how do you apply them, or how do you set a strategy according to your capital, which is $100 and below? So you come, open your RoyalQ, come on this plus sign so that you can add that strategy. Okay, let's first rename it as our start small, win big of $100, or any you can be using $80, $70, but as I told you earlier on, that at least make sure you raise your capital to at least $100. Yes, at least $100. You'll be able to profit at least something. And through our strategy, the 3%, 300x, you'll be able to compound your money and get some good capital. Remember, our goal is to raise a community that can afford to at least have $10,000 worth of trading capital. And I explained that earlier on. If you didn't watch that video, go back to our channel, The Crypto Independent, watch that video. Know why I'm advising you to use our strategy so that you can reach that amount of $10,000 worth of trading capital. So we go here. Our first buy-in amount, it's 5. The number of margin calls, or margin call limit, it's 19. The take profit ratio, I told you we are going to be using 3.1, and our take profit callback, it's 0.1. Buy-in callback, 0.01. It should be in one shot. And the sub position take profit callback, of course, 0.01. So we go into the margin call configurations. We are setting how the margin calls. Okay, so our first 4 margin calls, the robot should buy it faster. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.4, 0.5, 0.3, 0.4, 1%, 1%, 1%. Okay, guys, I told you that sometimes we are going to be moving a little bit faster, but I want you to catch up. Don't use cram work. These are the same settings with people of different capital. Okay, it is simple. I don't want you to complicate things. Okay, so we come on multiple buy-in ratio. How many times do you want your robot to buy when the market drops? It will be a one time, around all the 19 margin calls. Okay, after come click sure. Okay, make sure the AI margin call is off. In our coming sessions, I will be explaining why it should be off, when it should be on, depending on the market conditions. So after, come click save. Okay, so here is our strategy. Already saved. The start small, win big. This was our first strategy, the 20% 80. You can have as many strategies as you can, depending. Okay, so look here, guys, this is very important. How do you apply these strategies, or any strategy you want, when the signal is given, or when you want to trade? How do you apply? Okay, first of all, we send signals. Like, let me try to show you. Those of you that already subscribed to our channel, we send signals. Let's take an example of this signal. Okay, all you are interested in the signal is number one, the name of the coin and the price. Is it current price or is it preset price? Okay, don't worry if you don't know anything. I know you can be new, you'll be understanding this slowly, but I want you to know that all you have to put your focus on is the name of the coin and the price. Is it the current price? So in this case, the signal is showing us current price, and the name of the signal is Jupiter or Jup stroke USDT. So how do you apply? How do you apply? Remember, we have already set our strategies. So you open your RoyalQ. Okay, click on home page. Come here on search. Okay, on search. Again, you come here all. Then type in the name of the coin, which was Jup. You see, the coin is here. Then you tap on the coin once. It will show you like this, that risk reminder. The coin may have large fluctuation in price, so you don't need to focus much on that. You click on either the X or I understand. Okay, so you come here, tap on create martingale strategy bot, click create, click I understand. Then now come here on trade settings, then come here on manually create, tap there. After, come here on my templates. Okay, here, tap there, then choose your strategy. We are going to begin with this strategy here. The people using $200 and above. Okay, you come tap there once and the strategy is already applied. You see the number of margin call limits from 7 to 32, our take profit, the one we set, and others. So in this case, most of the times the first buy in amount change. Okay, all you have to do is remember how much you have as your capital and how much you'll be exposing in the coin at first. So it was 40. You come and edit, put 40. Now come here on strategy mode. I hope you guys are following. I'm trying to slow down so that you don't miss any step. Okay, you come, tap on that whole warehouse mode so that you change it to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Okay, in the coming sessions we shall be discussing how these strategies work, how the wholesale warehouse mode works, how the sub-bin mode works, and how the sub-bin mode real-time settlement works. So as of now, click on the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. After there, scroll down, click save. Okay, you click on save. After, click sure. sure. Now your strategy has been put into the coin. All you have to do is make sure the margin call button is on so that your robot can buy your margin calls. Okay, after there, come here, click on activate, click on I understand. Okay, I understand. Again, click create. Okay, so the robot will buy immediately. Come here on trade settings. Okay, change from your 40 and put 5. Remember, we want our robot to be buying with $5 on every margin call. After there, it will be done. Okay, and your coin will be running, ready to be sold at your take profit ratio, or your robot will be ready to buy when the prices go down, so that it buys more at a cheaper price. And that is all, guys. That's all you have to do. So in case for you are trading with $100 and below, you'll come follow the same steps. Okay, you come, click on search, you put the name, click all, search the name, which is Jup. The coin is called Jupiter. Click on the coin once, click on I understand, click on create, I understand. Come on trade settings. I hope, guys, I'm not moving so fast. Come on trade settings, come on manually create. Okay, come on my templates, then choose your strategy, the one we set here. Sorry, guys, the one we set here. You click on the strategy once, come here, edit from 12, in most cases it will be 12, put there 5, click save, click sure, then click activate, click I understand, and click on create. Okay, so your robot will buy. And all you have to wait is your robot to sell. You've already provided the settings. So that's how you apply the strategies. Okay, we are going to be moving slowly but surely. I want you to pay close attention to details. Okay, I want you to pay close attention. We might be moving at a high speed, but make sure you understand everything. It doesn't matter when you will understand it. Keep attending the class, keep watching our repeats, just in case you failed to get in the class very soon. Subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so that every time this session is uploaded on the channel, you watch it and learn something. And I told you earlier on, and I'm telling it to you again, that the learning is in the doing, and the practice makes perfect. So each and everything you learn here, try to put it into practice. That's the only way you are going to benefit. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections. Don't forget to share this video with all your downlines. Share it across all your platforms. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's free of charge. Share it with your friends so that we can reach at least a maximum of 100 subscribers, so that we can start to have YouTube lives, okay, so that our lessons stream live on YouTube. Okay, we are trying to see what time our classes will start, but as of now, make sure we push this YouTube channel to at least 100 subscribers so that we can stream these lessons live. Okay, I hope guys you have managed to understand something. Let me know in the comment section. If there is any question, still you can ask from the comment section and I'll be replying you. Otherwise, from me to you is a nice time. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, share with all your downlines, and those that are new, you haven't registered RoyalQ yet, come to my WhatsApp. The line is +256 763 316770. I wish you all the best. Happy business, happy trading. Welcome to Crypto Independent Community. Welcome to RoyalQ, and welcome to the future.